All right, day 5 is 4-year plans. Remember that a foundational SAE is ideally made for a freshman student. So on the day 5 for 4-year plans, you would want to walk your students through the courses they plan to take throughout their high school career. And that's going to include all of their core classes plus their fine arts, speech, and then electives. Ideally, the electives are going to be a CTE pathway that you teach. Then the second chart down here is also trying to encourage the kids to get involved in things, and then you just have them track it. When they finish this, it would be a great piece to hold on to and then review it with them at the end of the year and see how they've been doing. And then you could also give it back to them so that when they go see their counselor, they have something to refer to for their signing up for their year 2 classes. So this chart here would be done inside class. I believe it falls in the first TEK for all ag classes when it talks about careers. You could put it in there. And then their homework or their outside class hours would be to determine a plan A and a plan B. And so it says each of the following graphs is worth 1 hour if completed. I didn't graph up plan B, but I would give them an hour for plan A and then another hour if they complete plan B. You could have them journal that on a separate piece of paper in paragraph form if you really wanted to see their thoughts on this. But plan A is basically their thoughts about what they want to really do when they first get out of high school. So this could be going to a technical school, going to a 2-year or junior college, a university, military, or other. And then they would just basically, if they picked a technical school, they would mark all that it applies. You could have them research what it would be like for each one and mark all that applies or details about what each one may or may not offer. And then down here you could have them write or they could mark whichever one they chose based off of their research from the graph. And you could tell them to write down what technical school they would want to go to, or their university or junior college. And then if they chose military, you could have them write out Navy, Army, Marines, etc. Then plan B would be going to work. Most kids will tell you they want to go to school, and that's what plan A is, but sometimes life changes. And so plan B would be for them to kind of start looking at what their ideal job would be, what their ideal work schedule would be, what kind of salary they think they're going to make coming out of high school, and then does this job require any special training, or can you start it directly after high school? This should kind of give them a wake-up call because they're going to be able to see what kind of money they're going to make coming right out of high school going to work versus if they go ahead and go to a university or get some kind of post-secondary high school education. This day 5 4-year plan wraps up the first 6 weeks. After the kids complete day 5, if you wanted to do a day 6, you would simply want to just run some reports, and we'll put that video on FFA Fridays for you guys to review. Next week, we'll start in on the second 6 weeks, which is all about choosing your SAE, which is also going to help us dive into the record books a little bit more. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them for us, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. I hope the workbook is working out great for y'all. See you next week.